It is Marcus Benjamin, and it's day what? It's day 3. Come on, we've been hanging out, and it has been motivating, inspiring, challenging. Again, still watching the Olympics, still seeing what all is happening, still celebrating the Olympic golds, and just watching men and women compete and put it all on the line. It's just fantastic. It's just fantastic. So please listen in the chat. Drop your favorite Olympic moments as they're happening. Let us know. How and what you're watching, and even let us know what is your favorite event to watch. I know ours is track and field is number 1, and then it's USA basketball number 2, and then it's a toss up, a tie between gymnastics and swimming. But anyway, listen, we're in day 3, and we've dealt with day 1, the bell curve, day 2 yesterday. Come on, we dealt with neuroplasticity and the brain being able to be rewired. And so we're going to be pulling in some of those concepts today as we're going into day 3, which we are dealing with critical mass. We're dealing with critical mass, and we're talking about how small actions done consistently over time, intentional actions done consistently over time. How about this? Intelligent actions done consistently over time have the ability to outpace big actions done sporadically, irregularly, randomly. And I can't speak for you, but there were times in my adult life where I would do these major things, right? Hey, I'm gonna I'm gonna save, $1,000 a month or whatever. I'm gonna do this major thing, and I did this major thing for a very short period of time, and then I defaulted back to my, regular way of handling money or whatever, right? As opposed to a drip approach, as opposed to incremental actions, as opposed to the example that I learned in accounting when I was in undergrad, which is, which would you rather have, like $1 million today, or would you rather have a penny doubled every day for 30 days? Now, of course, I was 18 years old. Man, listen, give me $1 million, give it to me right now. And I don't remember what the exact number was, but I think it's somewhere around $5 million or something like that. If you take a penny and you double it every day, it's like $5 million, excuse me. Somebody can put that exact number in the chat and let us know what it is. But the point is, it's compounding. It's small actions. It's intelligent actions that are compounding over time. And then as those actions compound over time, it's amazing what the outcome will be. So if you look at the graphic that we have for today and you see what we have, this graphic on, of course, the vertical axis represents growth, and the horizontal axis represents time. And then when you look at growth and time and how there's a linear approach to growth, which is more irregular, more random, more when I'm inspired or when I'm really motivated. You watch the Olympics, you get really motivated, things like that. And it's a linear approach to growth over an extended period of time. And you see there's some incremental, growth that does occur. But when you look at the compounded growth, when you look at a compounded action, and it represents intelligent action that's done over an extended period of time. It represents intentional action that's done over an extended period of time. It's not, you see the breaking in the linear growth line, right? You see the breaking in the actions. So those lines represents either continuous action or incremental action that's done randomly. You see the little breaks in between? It represents people starting and stopping and starting and stopping and starting and stopping, whereas the solid goldish colored or orangish colored line represents what? Continuous action. Continuous action done that causes an individual to reach what? Critical mass. And whenever critical mass occurs, that's when compounded growth occurs. That's when muscle memory kicks in, quote unquote, at an unprecedented level. That's when a rhythm occurs, or some people call it a flow state. A flow state occurs, and this person starts experiencing a compounded growth in whatever area that they've had the continuous actions in. So if you can bring it back to me, this is where I want to really lean in heavily with you today, is that there are so many opportunities to be distracted, so many things to focus on, so many things happening on social media. I mean, listen, I'm on social media bringing this to you, but it should be a part of what? Your compounded growth, your consistent action, right? But there's so many distractions, so many things that can get in the way, so many things that can interrupt the flow, which is the reason why for the typical person, it's important to have consistent actions done over a period of time, even if they're not large or major actions done. Because you try to do something major. I'm going to go to the gym every day morning. I'm going to do 2-a-days. I'm going to go to the gym every day for the next 30 days or whatever, right? And then something happens and you miss a day, you miss another day, you miss a third day. And then what happens? You get dejected emotionally. And next thing you know, the whole thing and the whole plan is out the window. As opposed to saying, you know what? I'm going to exercise 10 minutes a day for the next month. Whether I'm at the gym or whether I'm at home, I'm going to do 10 minutes a day. Either it's walking, either it's jogging, either it's, jump roping or getting on the bike, or whether it's, squatting or some push-ups, some whatever. I'm going to do 10 minutes a day every day for the next 30 days. Something small that I can do at home, at the office, when I'm, going to the gym, whatever. The point is, when you and I are involved in unleashing our best self, sometimes we get overextended by the inspiration. Or some of the phrases I've said in different circles is, we have $1 million prayers, but 1 cent actions, right? As opposed to saying, no, I'm going to do this incrementally. I'm going to do this small action continuously over an extended period of time. And guess what happens? That action starts to give birth to another action. And then that action gives birth to another action. And then that action gives birth to another action. And next thing you know, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months transpire, and your body looks differently. Your bank account looks differently. Your career trajectory starts looking differently. Your business starts looking differently because you've implemented intelligent action that you did consistently, rather than trying to do these major actions that always seems to have a break in time because you can't sustain those actions. The Olympiads, these men and women, they give their lives to them. They wake up every morning and this is all that they do is get ready for the next Olympics. Like their eating regimen, their workout regimen, their time with family, everything is regimented towards the next Olympics. Because why? 4 years is coming, and 4 years isn't a long time when you're competing against the best athletes in the world. 4 years is not a long time. So look at it and scale that back to your own life in my last minute. Scale it to your own life and think about it that way. Like 12 months isn't far away. 36 months isn't far away. 5 years isn't far away. And Bill Gates said this, and I don't quote Bill Gates often, but he made the statement that most people overestimate what they can do in 1 year and underestimate what they can do in 10. So it's important to realize that you can get a whole lot done if you incrementally and intentionally had intelligent action to take you in that right direction. What's the old adage in my last 60 seconds? How do you eat an elephant? 1 bite at a time. How do you change your life? How do you change your business? How do you change your career? How do you change your health, your body? How do you change your bank account? How do you change your mind and your emotional posture and disposition? 1 bite at a time. 1 intelligent action at a time, and you're doing it consistently because critical mass is going to occur. If you get 1% better every day, you're going to be about 3 times as good in that area in the next 12 months. You're going to be 3 times as good in whatever it is: communication, leadership, getting your body together, saving money, building a business, leading people, whatever it is. If you get 1% better every day, you'll be 3 times as good in a year. But it's because critical mass will set in because you've done those small, intelligent actions consistently over an extended period of time. Listen, I'm Marcus Benjamin. I'm getting out of here. I'm going back to watch some more of the Olympics and also, of course, get some work done around the office and see what's going on with our consultants. But thank you for hanging out with me. Drop your comments in the chat. Would love to have a conversation with you. And we will see you tomorrow. Listen, for day 4.